A single vote paved the way for millions of votes by women. This is the story of that vote and the woman that made it happen. Welcome to American Esoterica. If history class gives you the flower bouquet, this is the little packet of flower food that you forget to grab. The essential stuff in between. The personalities, events, and other ephemera that shape our history and culture. I'm Brian Powers. The first women's rights convention in the United States took place in 1847 in Seneca, New York, calling for voting rights and equal rights for women. Other conventions began to take place soon after and built momentum. Sojourner Truth delivered her memorable Ain't I a Woman speech at one in 1850. But it was a long, slow road for the next nearly 70 years. And it looked like it was going to be a little longer. Congress passed the 19th Amendment by 2/3 vote of both chambers, the Senate being the latter chamber on June 4th, 1919. From there began the race to ratify. Supporters needed to win over 36 of the 48 states, while opponents just needed to win 13.
Out of the gate, it's Illinois, Michigan, and Wisconsin. First to ratify, with Kansas, Ohio, and New York hot on their heels. Pennsylvania, Texas, Iowa, and Missouri all come along strong. But oh, it's a no from Georgia. Arkansas, Montana, and Nebraska are smooth sailing, followed by Minnesota and New Hampshire. But it's another defeat in Alabama. Heading into the fall, it's Utah and California, and we're at the halfway point. Maine, North Dakota, South Dakota, and Colorado close out 1919. Kentucky, Rhode Island, Oregon, Indiana, and Wyoming bring 1920 off to a good start. South Carolina's up, and it's no good. But Nevada, New Jersey, Idaho, and Arizona get it back on track. And now it's back and forth. No in Virginia, a yes in New Mexico, a no in Maryland, and it's getting down to the wire, folks. Oklahoma, West Virginia, Washington bringing right to the edge, and it's a stunning turn from the opposition. Rejection by 3 states in a row, Mississippi, Delaware, and Louisiana. Folks, it's not looking quite so good for team ratification, and next up at bat is Tennessee, which is largely expected to notch another defeat for the 19th Amendment. The score is 35-4, 8 against, with only 5 states to go.
Tennessee was the 44th state to take up ratification in a special session, and it wasn't looking good. The state Senate had ratified the amendment, but it was going to be close in the House. There seemed to have been enough support early on, but the Speaker of the House suddenly came out against the amendment and used racial arguments to peel away support. After 2 votes, the chamber was deadlocked in a tie, 48-48. The 2 sides wore different colored roses to signify their stance. Yellow for supporters, red for opponents. When the Tennessee House convened for a 3rd vote on August 18th, there were enough red roses on the floor to defeat the amendment. The vote commenced and, to the surprise of everyone, it passed. By 1 vote. The representative had barked out his "I vote" so quickly that it took a moment for everyone to realize what had been said. You see, the morning the 3rd vote began, a 24-year-old state representative by the name of Harry T. Byrne received a telegram. It read, in part, "Hurrah and vote for suffrage, and don't keep them in doubt. I've been watching to see how you stood, but have not seen anything yet." For the 3rd round, Red Rose wearer Harry T. Byrne, with this letter in his pocket, changed his mind. And with his lone tie-breaking vote, the 19th Amendment came into force. Women throughout the United States now had the right to vote. And in the end, it came down to 1 man. But really, it was 1 woman. There was one more piece of advice in the letter that probably sealed the deal. It was an instruction. Don't forget to be a good boy. Mr. Byrne changed his vote and made history on a last-minute telegram of advice sent to him by Phoebe Febb Byrne, his mother. This has been American Esoterica. All sounds were made by me, Brian Powers. Did I get it wrong? Did I get it right? Just want to talk about how you have the 2nd best mom in the whole world? Drop me a note. The address is yell@americanesoterica.com. Thank you for listening, and God bless America.